good, YouTube? This your man Spill Dog. Yo, man, this situation with Jerron Ennis, this is ridiculous. I mean, it's starting to look like Eddie Hearns played him. I was looking at a video Boxing Ego made. As a matter of fact, I watched several videos today. Mill City with Zab and Brian Norman Sr. And Blair Cobb and Corey Spinks. And you know why? This is what I don't understand. Why would you be trying to go through this with Brian Norman and any other fighter, Eddie Hearns, if you already got the number 3 ranked welterweight Conor Ben on your roster? Seemed to me like the more realistic thing to do is to make a fight with Conor Ben and Jerron Ennis. That's the easiest fight to make. Both of them your fighters, and put Ennis out there like that. I was hearing something about Brian Norman Sr. What he said make a lot of sense to me. He said, basically he played Boots and trying to get him to move up so he can get Conor Ben basically get him a belt without really having to go out there and fight for it. And man, I really hope they didn't play him like this, really, man, because this is unreal. I have never seen nobody had this hard a time getting a fight with ranked fighters. This the longest I've ever seen anybody, just get ducked and sidestepped by fighters after fighter after fighter after fighter, and then they love to get out here on YouTube and say ain't nobody scared of Ennis. Everybody at 147 scared of Jerron Ennis. That's what it looked like to me. And until somebody get in the ring with him, I ain't gonna be able to say nothing otherwise. Now Blair Cobb and Brian Norman Sr., they did have some valid points as far as Boots don't really have no names on his resume to have him elevated to the spot where he at. Well, he don't have no names cause nobody won't fight. I mean, you can't continuously hold somebody back when you can't get none of the guys that's from in the top 10 to come in there and fight, except a guy he already beat that don't have no chance in winning. That's not a sellable fight, and for whatever reason, it seemed like ever since Eddie Hearns signed Jerron Ennis, he have not mentioned one time putting him and Conor Ben in the ring and scheduling a fight with them two. So what you go get the boy for if you're not gonna come up here like they say losing purse bids? If you're not gonna get him in the ring, then why? Then what did you sign him for? What did you sign him for? And I don't know, man. Boozy Boots, one of them gonna have to be more vocal and more assertive as far as saying, look, you're gonna have to, and make this dude pull that money out and do what he gotta do to get somebody in the ring, because it ain't like he can't do it. He just don't want to do it. Eddie Hearns, he got the money. What you go get the boy for if you're not gonna put him out there? And now they talking about him moving up to 154 now. That ain't the worst idea in the world, but it is when you haven't even had a real fight at 147 still. He still haven't even had a fight to truly test himself at 147 with none of the upper echelon guys, because you can't get none of them to get in the ring. Keith Thurman, when he wouldn't even consider the fight, and he need a fight bad. It's dudes out. It's a gang of cats out there that won't fight. Standing on us, he ain't trying to fight. And what dudes will do, guys keep coming in the comment section. Ain't nobody scared of Boots. These dudes is pricing themselves out to fight. Dudes know what they not worth, and they ask for what they know they not gonna get. So that's just like saying you don't want to fight. When you pricing yourself out of a big fight, out of a title shot, and you ain't making millions already. That means you don't think you can beat the guy. So you doing what you gotta do to not make the fight, cause these promoters ain't just gonna do nothing stupid and just throw crazy money at somebody that they know not worth that cash. You're gonna have to earn your keep to some degree, and I ain't never seen nothing like this in my life. That boy might be 35 years old for somebody be willing to get in the ring with him. It's been about 4 years now, 3, 4 years where Spence, Crawford, all the top guys, Stanley Jonas, when Rashidi Ellis was up there, all these guys that been in, worth him fighting, the right type names that he need to be in the ring with will not fight. They will not fight. I mean, this is unbelievable how, I mean, I don't want to, I don't want to say nothing messed up, but it's hard for me to, man, these dudes scared of that man. Bottom line, I mean, so he got to be what everybody's saying he is, because you can't pay these dudes. I mean, they just offered Brian Norman and his father, and I understand what he's saying, but the bottom line is that was good money to go in there and fight Jerron Ennis, but you got to think you can win this fight. And, I mean, it's just sad, man. Yeah, I like now, from their standpoint, I do understand it. They never called him. They, Boots them, Eddie Hearns them called them. So I don't blame Pops for trying to maximize the opportunity, because the truth is his son is not ready for that fight right now. So he did the right thing, not taking it, but hell, ain't nobody ready to look like, because won't nobody get in the ring with this boy and fight that's in the championship level. Now you might can get some guys that's way, way beneath him. Yeah, they got no choice but to get in the ring, but the guys he need to be fighting that's on his level will not fight this boy. They won't fight him, so, I already know what's going to happen. Oh, he ain't this, he ain't that. Well, then get one of these dudes in the ring with him, and then we'll find out. But until somebody willing to step up, I got to say this dude is the straight-up boogeyman of the division. Hell, maybe even from 154 on down, I wouldn't be surprised if he had the same problem up there. These dudes, like I say, man, ever since Floyd left here undefeated and made, and kind of promoted his oath, because, once he stopped knocking people out, well, he had to promote himself on being undefeated and the money and other stuff. But now everybody just about scared to lose a fight. And when they see a real challenge, they won't take it, most of these guys, man. I mean, it got sad. And now that Crawford beat Earl Spence, hell, he was the last guy that was really real enough to go out there and want to fight. Hard fights, these guys don't want to fight nobody that's 50-50. They don't want no fight like that. They like 80-20. They like fights where there ain't no chance in them losing, and they'll run out there in a heartbeat. But you put that, they don't even want 60-40. They don't even want 60-40. These dudes want clear advantages now, most of them, or they won't fight. And this is what Boot stuck with, and now he done got another promoter that's playing games and went over there and finna waste this boy. Look like he finna waste some more years in his boy career, not, trying to underpay guys to get in here with a dude that is clearly the boogeyman. When you got the baddest guy in the division, you might have to start paying, because these guys don't want to, they won't fight him. I ain't never seen nothing like this before, so I don't care what nobody say, man. Until somebody real is willing to get in the ring and fight this dude, that's top dog from damn near 154 on down. I mean, until somebody show me different and be willing to fight this guy, I gotta say that, bottom line, but that's it for me on this video. If you like the video, to like and subscribe. Till the next time, it's your man Spill Dog. I'm out.